Um,
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Jocelyn O Sports. Cause I do, and I'm coming to y'all different today. Like I'm in my car. I don't think I've ever done a podcast episode in my car, but I had to do something for my niece, and she's graduating tomorrow. So shout out to my niece. And family gonna always come first. But tonight I'm excited because I know I feel like I get a lot of the offensive players, but I get some beautiful defensive minds tonight. I got Coach Dex and I got Coach Black, and they about to show me what it is, how we do it, and how we gonna do it when it comes to the Atlanta Truth defense. So I'm gonna give them both a chance to introduce themselves, just for anyone who may not be familiar with them. So we're gonna start off with you, Coach Dex. If you just kind of let us know where you're from, how you kind of fell in love with football, and what brought you to the Atlanta Truth.
First off, like you said, my name is Coach Dex. This is my, I think, fourth year coaching. I was originally I played. So from 2013 to 2017, I actually played women's tackle football. My last 3 years or 4 years of that time, I played with the DC Divas. Won a couple championships as a player. Um, and then after that, I moved from, that DC area down to Atlanta and really wanted to start coaching, getting into coaching. Ran into a couple guys. Will Howard that got me into coaching with youth. So I coached my first coaching job was actually with the Atlanta Chargers. Then I got hired on to the Atlanta Phoenix, where I met this guy here. And from day one, like the first meeting, I was like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna learn everything from you." I got questions, so I've been coaching with him for the past 4.5 years. Shoot, he's taught me majority. Like I was pretty good. I was an okay player. But he's taught me how to be a coach. He don't like the mushy stuff, so I ain't gonna be mushy. But I appreciate him helping me become the coach that I am and helping me get into this position that I'm in now. But yeah, he's the goat, and I'm just I'm trying to be a junior goat along with him. But yeah,
We'll
that's
Wow.
call
that's
you
me.
we'll call you a Billy Goat.
Yeah. So yeah, but that's really it in a nutshell. That, and here we are now. I've always been his co-coordinator, and I don't want to go into the story of how he cussed me out about what I used to call myself with him,
Nah, go
but
ahead and tell
uh,
her what you
uh,
used to call yourself.
You know what, Coach Black look like he cuss good. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. I mean, I when we first started, when it got to the fact where I was really picking up everything and able to really call plays, understand what was going on, um, I called myself the assistant coordinator, and he heard me say that the assistant to the defensive coordinator, and the cuss out that he gave me for calling myself that was in the same day I stopped calling myself that. So from then on, I called myself the co-coordinator because one, I didn't want to hear his mouth again cuss me out, and two, the line, the curse words he used before calling himself co-coordinator was enough. So I started calling myself a co-coordinator, and here we are now. He's my defensive assistant and defensive analyst. I'm sorry, and coordinating, and here we are. It's the Black and Deck show again, as it always is. So that's it.
I see you, Coach Tony. What's up? I appreciate you tuning in with us. I'm a little surprised she got cussed out too, honestly.
Now, people don't understand. I got it. Like it was an initiation to the Black Squad. Like anybody that's on that path, that Black Squad, which I call it, we've all got cuss out. We've all gotten good cussing out. So it's part of that.
You know what? I believe you, Coach Dex, because he looked like he cussed good.
Mm,
Hey man, sometimes you gotta let them know with a little passion behind it. That's all.
I feel you. Well, tell us a little bit about yourself, Coach Black. I mean, I know you cuss good. What else?
Well, I'm originally I'm originally from Moss Point, Mississippi. Moved to Atlanta quite a long time ago, and yeah, I mean, I've been coaching since I was 23 years old. I'm 41 now, so that was the 18 years. So been coaching high school, little league, semi-pro, uh, now women's tackle football. So yeah, I've coached some at every level of from high school and level of football. So 23 years, won a couple national championships in semi-pro, won a couple little league championships, region championships in high school, and all that good stuff. So I'm pretty, I did pretty well in my tenure.
Well, I mean, what I'm not finna let you and Coach Dix both slide across is all these championships y'all done just gave me a slight flex on. You know what I mean? If both of y'all like, oh, this is a few championships here, a few championships there. Can we elaborate a little bit more on them championships? Because that is an amazing thing. And me myself being newer in the space, I haven't experienced that.
Well,
Well,
I'll let
oh,
you
go
go
ahead.
first.
So I won two back-to-back women's football championships when the WFA was the Premier League at the time. I won two against the Texas Elite, and I'm also a women's tackle football Hall of Famer. So I do have
Oh,
that as well. But those are just some things that I've accomplished in my playing days. So I got two rings and a Hall of Famer behind me.
Coach Diggs, what we not finna do? Well, you almost made me drop my hat. Oh yeah, I'm a Hall of Famer. I know that's right. Well, congratulations. I did not know that. That is amazing.
Yes, I was inducted last year to DCD's
Okay.
Football Hall of
I love
Fame.
that. I love that. See, look
Mhm.
at it. Y'all both a little too humble at this point now.
I mean, we on live, so we try to. Everybody done already talked about me, how much I might curse and this, that, and the other. So
Yeah, the
trying to
the the
be,
women told us to not curse in the meeting. We they flashed across the band to not curse. So
yeah,
yeah.
we a little tough.
Hmm.
Well, you didn't. I done heard about you at this point, Coach Black. I feel like I gotta tread lightly.
Nah, I ain't that. No, it's just an expectation that I have. That's all it is. It's just
It's news to me because you be so nice and sweet to me every time I see you.
yeah. Until like between those white lines, it's a little different.
Okay,
You get a little different. Get more intense, and a certain standard is required to play.
I
So
feel you on that. Well, speaking of standards, I have been looking up the numbers, and the defense has been running up the charts. I know the offense gets a lot of the applause, which they should, but the defense has been just phenomenal. One, they were great last year when the team wasn't that great. But this year, I feel like they are what's kind of helping the offense to elevate to the next level. You have leading tacklers, leading interceptions, leading forced fumbles. What is it about this squad that is just hungry to excel on every level of the field when it comes to the defensive side of the ball?
I think it's the standard. From the beginning, we set a standard to what we were going to be as a defense, as just as a whole, and we didn't back away from it. We really stuck to it. And there was no bargaining on what it was going to be. Either you felt you did it, or it was just you was going to beat Joe Black. Like it just what it was. Like that was our standard.
Coach, you are not beating the allegations tonight.
No, but see that it's a story behind it. Joe Black. I'll let him tell it, but it's a story. Like it's a whole family of punishments that will. I'm sorry, reinforcing the standards that we
yeah,
live by.
Oh,
reinforce
okay.
Not we don't
understanding.
believe in punishment. We just reinforce the standards, and
Yeah,
a lot of times no one wants to be a part of those standards being reinforced because it comes with pain. So, a
Okay.
lot of them don't want to deal with that. So, we set that up very early, and so that we get a different turnout and a different type of drive with the way that we coach and the way we instill things. So that's really it.
Okay. Well, all right. I see that we hate Joe Black. I'm just I want to keep it keep it moving. But so my next question is the self-proclaimed lemon pepper steppers. I actually love that nickname that they've given themselves. Can you expand a little bit about them more? Because Dez has been the number one interception getter the entire season, which is difficult to do, but throughout the entire season, and I think what, two bye games on top of that. Then you also have my girl Lawson, who's creeping up there in that top 10 as well. What about them lemon pepper steppers that just make them ball hawks? Like they got hands almost like wide receivers, if you ask me.
Yeah, you want to talk to about that?
Nah, you talk about them because that was your
Well,
babies right there.
I guess. So one I say this. Lemon Pepper Steppers was called created by Coach Hicks. He understands what we do as far as a culture. We want to have fun, but we also want to take care of our business. One thing that we want to do is take the ball away. We call it the culture is takeaway. If we take the ball away, we give ourselves a chance to score. We also give the ball back to the offense so they can score. And it kind of give us momentum so we could do all that dancing and stepping around, do the Elvis Presley, doing all that. We want our girls to have fun and understand that it's a culture that comes with that. Like personally, I like pirates. I like history where, pirates go somewhere and they just take whatever they want. That's how I
Okay.
want my football players to do. Feel like they're pirates and hey, look, we in the Caribbean and we just take whatever we want. Is the culture is takeaway. So
Okay, I know that's right. To be honest, I feel like at one point, I know it was one game, but I want to say it was like B to A. Maybe all of, but except for two games, there was an interception given. One of the biggest interceptions of the year, I want to say, was Cole. That was like
yeah, one.
game one.
Yeah,
Man,
Yeah,
that was like a viral touchdown, and that's linebacker crew, right?
yeah,
it'd have been more viral. She would have scored, but
yeah.
Well, I mean, I
she's
feel
it,
it. You know how like sometimes you think you running and then like your legs just kind of like give out on you. That done happened to me before.
But it wasn't supposed to happen
it was
in
supposed to happen. Like,
the
I know she watching right now, but she
I
her
think she
legs
letting you
didn't they
know she
they
almost
didn't work.
died that day.
Yeah, she had
Yeah,
15 yards to go in the
right, and she just
game.
died.
We can't
That
let
fit
And
that happen in the playoffs.
right, we
in her defense, that 15 looked like 25 to me. That
cl- clearly it looked like 25 to her too, but she ain't make it.
It looked like 50 to her. I was like, I told her, Pat, just give the ball to somebody
Right,
else.
pitch
Just,
it
just
next
you want
time.
her to do an
somebody.
audible pitch it back.
Yes,
Something, score
yes.
something. We
Yeah,
just watched
we
her
want
fall
to
on the
score.
ground.
It was one of the more electrifying touchdowns I want to say of the season, and it was interesting to me because it wasn't a person who we would assume would get an interception. So I love that. I also want to talk about these tacklers. Like y'all got some heavy hitters. Like my girl, heavy Chevy. I think when I interviewed KJ, I asked her what was her welcome to the league moment, and it was Chevy. It's Chevy and Cole. I think was a double team hit on her during practice. So I want to say you have four of the leading tacklers in the lead in the top 40. How does that make you feel as far as like linebackers? Because it's a lot of teams who have heavy hitters, but they ain't necessarily connecting on those tackles, or they're not tackles for losses. Or, they running those short dump down the middle plays and just eating through the linebackers altogether. So how does your group produce so many people who are eating?
Um, I mean, for us, like to have Angie, Cole, and Chevy, I mean, that's a phenomenal LB crew. It's no letdown off of that crew.
Yeah.
Anytime, any area, if you throw the ball and they get to you, it's going to be pain, especially in that middle of the field with Cole. It's just they're a different type of crew. How they're open is just in our scheme. Like we do a lot when it comes to like planning things out and letting them know what's the keys to the game is, and they take that in, they read it, and they act on it. Black does a really good job at getting everybody prepared, staff included, with what is needed. how to handle the game and what you're going to see. And those, especially the LBs, they're very smart, and they
Yeah.
read that, and they're there and they make the plays. So that's really for them. That's it. That's a, like Cole said, the thing is a three-headed monster. Like, for real, it's no letdown with those LBs.
I would feel like it's almost like an eight-headed monster out there, but I think also the trenches, they don't get enough love. The D line holds up very well. I think I saw, I want to say the last home game, actually the last two games in general, pitched a shutout, which is something that doesn't normally happen. And to be honest, I still heard half of the defense telling me they could have did more. I'm like, oh my God. But pitched a shutout in both games. And I want to say it's Utah, the last home game. That quarterback couldn't throw over 20, 30 yards. I think most of the yards she got in the end was just like, the last little heave. But how does it feel with your defensive line able to stop a quarterback, able to stop a running back, and just consistently three and out, three and out, three and out?
It's a collective thing between the linebackers and the linemen. We made some changes to the line after realizing something was, realizing we can make a difference on the field. We brought down Gaines and put her on the D line. We
Mhm.
added in one of our rookies, Zah, put her in the game and let her spin, and it kind of made a change to how the line looked. We moved in Chelsea, who was originally a D, and we moved her into a three technique, and with her speed, along with Kel being on there, being a rookie, that speed that we added, it made it just to look a little bit different. In the beginning, we were trying to figure out how we were going to do it, but we added speed to the line. But then we also have it where we can switch it out and put Tank and Sean, where we have a big body line, and switch it out. So we're able to switch things out and make things look a little bit different. But the adjustments we made to the ends and to our joker position, it really propelled us a little bit further than what it was. So those two rushing off the end, Zah and Gaines rushing off the end, it's hard to get around those two for sure.
And
Shout,
trying to
shout
keep a
out to
goose
them.
egg, yeah, and trying to keep a goose egg is a part of our standard. That's something that we preach at practice, at camp, all the time. We want zero. We want dictate, dominate, destroy. 0 points sends a message. Taking the ball away at least 3 times sends a message. Just being a dominant team or a dominant defense, it sends a message to not only us but just everybody in the league in WNFC is hey, look, if you're gonna play Atlanta, you're gonna play some real football. A real football team that wants to dominate you, wants to dictate what you can and cannot do, and just want to destroy you as a team.
Hmm.
Hello. So speaking of adjustments, do you think what adjustments do you think you need to make going into the playoffs? Because I know a lot of players have told me they haven't been to the playoffs before, and I know the team as a whole collectively hasn't been to the playoffs before. But you're still also coming off the momentum of two shutouts, and I'm not gonna say like you play better away because that sounds ridiculous with the way the schedule is, but you haven't lost the away game yet. So do
Yeah.
you think like those things help build or drive the momentum going forward? That maybe you don't have to do a lot of adjustments, you just have to do some fine tuning.
Well, we
Everybody has.
definitely go ahead.
Oh, good. I would say everybody has to do adjustments. We as a staff have gone back to the lab and we're looking at things to make sure that we get the women together and put them in the best places possible. There's gonna be some adjustments made. But the good thing about the squad is that the women, they want it. They're hungry. They're ready to go. They're not scared of whoever we have to play. So they're ready to get moving and get going.
Yeah, and I can add to that. The adjustments that we make are just like minimum. We added a lot. We put a lot on the women's plate at the beginning of the season, well in January and off season, and at camp. Um, we put a lot on them. We put if you paid a real detailed attention to what we've done 5 different defenses in against 6 games.
Yeah.
We played 3-man front, 4-man front, under front, over front, 5-man front. We did a lot of things. What we want to do as far as scheme wise is take away what you do best. And I think whoever we play against, we want to make sure we stop the run with those linemen and those
Mhm.
unbelievable backers.
And I think
I can see that.
just to add to that, like I want to just give a shout out to Coach Black with coaching the women. He's teaching football, so he's taught everybody on the team, the women especially, football, so that we're able to go off. If God forbid somebody goes to another team, they know football. They're not saying, "Hey, go stand in that spot." Like he's telling them, "Hey, go get on the hash. Do it there. You got drop to the thirds. You got quarters." Like it's things like that. Like he's teaching so that women are actually watching and learning. So now when they watch football, college or NFL, they're able to say, "Hey, oh, we run that. Oh, I know what they're doing here. Oh, I know what that read is here. I know what this coverage means here and why we run that coverage." So that's something that we pride ourselves on doing, that they're actually learn football. They speak football. They know football terms. So when we're in other rooms with other men, we're able to articulate. And so they're looking at us like, oh, okay. They know what they're talking about. So, that's something I want to shout him out for specifically.
I love that he's teaching the concept in general, not refining it down to the audience. So I love
Right.
that.
No.
That actually brings me to a question for you, Coach Black. What was it that made you want to invest into women's sports? Like, what was it that you're like, this is my thing? I think I can be a vessel to them.
Well, I have two daughters.
I know that's
And
right.
I believe that they can do whatever they want to do. I consistently tell them can't is not in our vocabulary. So when it came to women's football, I wanted them to see that they can do whatever they want to do. Any just because your gender doesn't change anything. I feel like what I've brought to Atlanta football is just a little bit of validity, where
Mm.
some people like that coach high school football, they're afraid to coach women, or coach high school semi-pro football, they're afraid to coach women because a lot of guys, they unfortunately they depend on the talent and they don't go as far as the fundamentals, they can't break it all the way down like some coaches do. But I really feel like my two daughters, they see me coaching women's football, and my youngest, she's at the game. She might not pay attention as much because she eating chicken tenders and dang on hot
What?
dogs and stuff, but she actually knows a lot of the players. She looks at them, she hugs them, she meets them, she talks to them, and I like that for her. I want her to see like, hey, women can do more than dang on what they didn't just be at home and cleaning and all that good stuff, but they can actually do way more, and they can compete, and they are great competitors.
I love that. And I love the fact that you're giving her an actual visual, giving her, or giving them actual role models and people they can talk to and look up to. That's super dope. Matter of fact, I might have you talk to my dad later on today, see if you can give him a few pointers.
For sure, that's
But speaking of role models, I'm gonna have my next question for you, Coach Dex. As a person, a Hall of Famer, I don't even as a Hall of Famer that's been around the game as long as you have, what does it mean to you to see the evolution of women's football? Like I'm sure at a certain point you didn't think that it would become as big as it has.
I'm blown away by it, just to see the likes of what it is now compared to what it was when I played. Just to speak for my team alone, to watch a Chevy play, to watch Angie, who has been remarkable her whole career, which I watched her grow, even to see a Cole as a middle linebacker. To I was her first initial coach, and she was a lineman, but now she's a linebacker, and she's doing phenomenally well at that position. Um, and then just to see it as a whole, it's totally different. The women are faster, they're smarter, they're doing things that when I started playing was just unheard of. And I'm just not talking about my team. I'm talking about just watching women's football as a whole. Like I'm a fan of a lot of women out here playing, and it's just it's great. It's good to see, and I like that it's growing and we're not staying stagnant. We just need to continue to get the opportunities like we have, and be coached by good men that are coming in, or also now to pass the torch to have women coaching and be reputable at that spot. So this is it's great to see.
I love it. I love it. Do you think that this will spark you to be a head coach one day, or are you still just taking it a day at a time?
Uh Uh wow. Head coach,
She
that's a
ain't got
whole
no
nother
choice.
that's
She
a
ain't got
that's
no
a
choice.
You
She ain't got no choice.
Coach Dex, you about to get cussed out. You better make a decision.
Yeah, she ain't got no choice. So
I mean
that's
it.
one thing that I require as far as like people that coach with me. I want them to want to be the best and take that step up. Yeah, I mean, hell, when I first met her, she was following me around with a computer and a notepad, and she was like, "Oh, I'm helping you with all the technology stuff," and I was like, "Okay." And then some kind of way I became a defensive coordinator, and I was like, "Hey, you gonna be the defensive line coach?" She was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yeah, you're gonna be the defensive line coach." So then the second year, she comes with this assistant to the defensive coordinator. That's when I went off. I'm not gonna tell you what I said,
I
but
feel like I can probably imagine.
yeah. So I definitely went off, and then I told her, "No, your title is a co-coordinator. I don't care about titles. People know who I am, but I want you to have that respect and understand that, hey, to some people, titles mean things.
Yeah.
So that's what you are. Now she's the defensive coordinator, and I don't have no choice but to support my girl. I have to dang on support my girl. I want you to be the best person, put you in the best position that you could be. So if she takes the head coaching role, guess what? Coach Black is going to support her wherever she goes.
I love that. I love that real bad. For real, for real. Because one, I think there aren't a lot of men who support women's sports. So the ones that do definitely hold a big piece of my heart. And then she kind of hit it on the head. We don't necessarily have enough representation when it comes to general managers and coaches and ownership. So it's like, when we see a dope woman out there, balling, you throw her the ball, she got a ball. So I'm like, more women like you definitely should be in that space because it gives more role models and more, I guess, credibility, like how Coach Black says some people do care about titles to the sport. You're paying
Mhm.
back each one, teach one.
Right.
Yeah, so
I
I
mean, if
love
I
it.
if I circle back to that question, if I had the opportunity, then sure, I would take on the head coach position. I would make sure I had a good group behind me, but for sure I would take on that position as the HC if it ever came, if it ever was an option, for sure.
I feel like it's gonna be. I think me and Coach Black see that in you. That's what we telling you. We see it in you.
Yeah, for sure.
Be Hall of Famer twice. So as
Right,
we get
speak that into
ready,
existence.
hey,
Some
hey,
people are afraid of that. They're
hey,
afraid of just stepping up, of being put in a position where you have to be responsible for everybody. But the only thing that I can say is that's where everyone doesn't know what it takes to be a head coach. Like you just have to be responsible for everyone, and you can't be afraid of confrontation. That's what it
Hmm.
is as far as with football.
I
That's all
agree.
it is. Just hey, take accountability, not being afraid of what the consequences are, and not be afraid of just being the type of person that's going to tell somebody off.
I agree. And then I also agree with Coach Dex too. You just sometimes you need the right team. I used to always use that as a analogy when I was in the military. Like I can't go to war by myself.
Oh,
You
Hmm.
for
know, so
sure.
if you got the right team with you, you'll feel like you got the support you need. But as we get ready to wrap up, I'm gonna ask you both separately. I'll start off with Coach Black because I love his answers. I'm surprised he ain't cuss me out because somebody in the comments said when I said he's so sweet to me, they said sweet is crazy. So
Hey,
now I got to be watching you with a side eye. But no, I always ask people anytime I have the opportunity to interview them. In 15 seconds or less, why should people be watching women's football? I'll
because it's
start with you,
football.
Coach Black. I'm
Because it's
sorry, what was that?
football.
I
Because
know
it's
that's
football.
right.
It's football. It's football all the way through and through. Like I've been blessed to be in this game for 18 years, maybe plus, because I played as well. It's football. If you like football, you're gonna like women's football. I invite a lot of my friends and colleagues and peers to watch women's football. They are surprised. And they say the same thing. Hey, it's football at the end of the day. It's still football. The only
No,
thing
that's
that's the
right.
difference is we had maybe a 50-year head start as far as men, but it's football. They could do what we do times 10. Cause my first, I ain't gonna lie to you. Look, now I gotta get a little personal. my first time coaching, and all of the women had their
Uh-huh.
periods at the same time.
Oh, okay.
Uh, that was a shocker.
He
I
was
was like,
very distraught.
why are they acting like this? What's
They
wrong with
synced up. They synced up,
They
them?
synced,
coach.
No,
and so I
no,
had to tell him. I was like, "Hey, they're synced," and he was like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Yeah, I'm going home. Let's try this again Thursday." So that was something for him, like, because that first year, like, I literally was like on his hip, and like he would, first off, he don't know nobody name, so he's calling everybody name, and I'm like, "Nope, fresh, nope, Pinky, no."
man, it
Like
was a
I'm giving
it
the
was a
names
girl on
off, and
that
it's
team
like,
that I called that girl.
yeah,
Hey,
and
who is
she
that
knew.
girl? Tell that girl to go in.
And
Where the
she knew
girl
when
at?
he would say the girl, she would be like, "I'm right here, coach." And I'm like, "You're not gonna learn that lady name?" No. I'm like,
Maybe she
"Okay."
thought it was like he was saying like that's that girl. You know how you be like, oh, I'm that girl. You
Nah,
know?
nah.
No.
She
Oh,
knew. Nah, she knew he didn't know her name, and that's what he called her. Like, I mean, to be perfectly honest, I'm surprised, and I quizzed him this year. He knows everybody's name. Like, it's wild work that how he's progressed because he really knows everybody's name on defense. He knows little people on offense, but on defense, he knows
she know everybody's
everybody's
name.
name, which is miraculous from where he started from. So I'm so proud of him that I don't have to say be on his shoulder like, no, that's Dez, or no, that's Juice, or he's got it. So I'm proud of him.
I
Growth.
mean, coach said he been coaching about 20 years. So I mean,
Nah, that don't matter.
I let him
He don't know
ride
the
with
kids'
it a little
name.
bit.
Nah, he don't know the boys' names either. All the boys got nicknames. Smoke, Pretty Boy, like they got names. Them kids,
So
nah.
look. So every
Coach
school that
country, I
I've
can
been to,
tell.
every school that I've been to, they had over 2,500 kids. And unfortunately, I'm everyone's favorite coach.
I know
So
that's
when you
right.
have 2,500 kids wanting your attention, it's hard. It's hard. Like, and it's a running joke at the school I'm at now, where they'll just, hey coach, what's my name? I don't
Damn.
know. Because it's too many of y'all.
At least
So
you being honest with them.
yeah, I have no choice because I have a bad memory where I don't know if I told you a lie or not, so I might as well not lie. So that's the truth.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Coach Dex, same question for you. 15 seconds or less. Why should people be watching women's football?
It's exciting. It's exciting. It really is. That would be my main answer. It's exciting. Outside of what Coach said about it being football, it's exciting. And it's not like the lingerie league. Like that was trash. I'm talking about this is real football. It's exciting. This
Don't
is this
hold
is it.
back.
Yeah. So
Like
that's it.
we doing some
Yeah.
legit things. We teaching palm coverage. We teaching match three. We teaching them how to play leverage points. We do a multiple front defense where we call one word play calls. Like we might say Miami. The front knows what to do. The coverage knows what to do. The backers know what to do.
Yep.
So we do some legit things. It's comparable to what you would if you was in the locker room, collegiate football locker room. It's comparable to what they do. Like
Hmm.
they might call a word like one word Chicago or something. We might call it Tampa. It's the same thing. One
Same
word
play.
play calls. One word play calls. And it's an evolution of what we do a boundary field defense where you'll see a whole bunch of people going like this. So we do comparable things to what collegiate and professionals do. Because I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna change it for the girls. No, they're gonna learn exactly what the boys at the University of Florida are learn. The ones at the University of Alabama, the ones that's playing for the Detroit Lions or the LA Chargers, they're going to do the same thing, and they're going to have to learn it. They're going to have to adjust to it, and they just going to have to play.
I know that's right. Well, I think that's good too, because like we don't want to be in a society where the rims are lowered, the field is shorter, the plays are different. Like, we want equality across the board. So I
Yeah,
love the fact that that's how you're teaching.
yeah. Because they told me when my first year, they said I was like, oh, I don't need to say that. oh, I can't say that. And they were like, nah, coach, say it. Treat us like you would treat them. And I was like, all right. So I treated them like I treat them. And it's funny, this game that we played in Chicago, the commentators was like, why did they call timeout? And if you ask any of the doggone players right now, I call timeout to get their mind back. They know our standard and they ain't play it up to standard. So I'm gonna call a timeout. I might curse a little bit, but I gotta get them back to that standard. Sometimes mentally you just need a good cursing out.
I can't confirm or deny that, coach, but I'm agree with you. I can't say I ever was like, you know what, I needed that. But I agree with you. I do agree with you. Well, that is our time. I think this is probably one of the funnest interviews I had. You both have so much personality. It's so different to catch people outside of the field. That's like one of the reasons why I love to do this and showcase the personality of the person. We're all so much more than what happens on the gridiron, right?
Mhm.
So thank you both for taking the time out to do this interview with me tonight. And I'm excited for the playoffs.
I
Thank you.
am
We are
too.
too.
All right. There we go, everybody. That's Jocelyn Old Sports. We out this thing.
All right, y'all.
All right, y'all.